But yeah, man, welcome back to the Snake Trap Sessions. I am so excited to be back. What is good, everybody? It's your boy MJ up in Virginia Zoo to go see my buddy Dennis Mcnamara from DJM Reptiles. He works here at Virginia Zoo. He invited me and my buddy Matt Summers to come down, get a little bit behind the scenes on what he does here at the zoo. I'm really excited because we're about to be seeing some amazing animals, some mammals on tap of reptiles, some bioactive stuff. Either way, you're gonna tap in. This is gonna be a full VIP tour, so be ready. If this is your first time tapping in, what is good? I'm your boy MJ. Do your boy a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way you're on top of every single vlog that I drop here on the Snake Trap Sessions vlogs, and make sure you drop a comment. Let me know what you're liking the most out of these vlogs. Hi, I'm looking for Dennis. Good times. Hey, I know that guy. Wow. Dennis
Mcnamara.
What is up, Dennis? How you doing today, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
Busy day at the zoo.
It is busy. It was not just that like an hour ago. We bring it. Oh, I heard there's an overturned box truck on the interstate yesterday, which is what happened to us.
Don't ever have this guy pick you up from the airport. You'll never make it to the hotel. Where are we heading right now, Dennis?
We're gonna go behind the scenes here. So
okay,
we're gonna
awesome.
go back behind all these exhibits on this side and that side.
Now, Dennis, real quick, let the people know, how many years have you been working at this zoo now?
22 years of my life is at the zoo. So 25.
Right.
So yeah.
Big portion of your work career.
I guess maybe it was 24. So, not that old. So yeah.
I saw you on the poster when I first walked in, and it made my heart warm.
I'm kind of a big deal. You know? So basically, this is like our work area. So we have, as you go down there, everything you just walk behind or you walk in front of is goes down that way. Like anti-venom fridge, all that kind of stuff is down there. And this is one of our sinks areas. And as we go in there, we'll go into a backup area that's just behind all the exhibits. We have a nursery area, we have a frog lab area, and then you'll get to see employees back here working too. Yep. 7:30 to 4:30.
Okay.
So with an hour lunch in there. So we We have exhibits on the other side of the zoo as well. So we go over there and do ALDABRA tortoise, and we have Meller's chameleon and some monitors up there, pancake tortoise. We also have like alligator snapping turtles that are underneath Asia we're building exhibits for.
Right.
So we take care of all that stuff, and then we come down here. So we get down here probably between 8:30 and 9.
Right.
And then we're in here, we hand water everything, we spray mist everything every day.
Because everything's on a bioactive system here, right?
For
the most
yeah,
part?
pretty much I would say everything is. There's some stuff that I would say maybe not, but the majority, 95% of everything is in a bioactive system. I'm not a micromanaging guy. I'm not a whatever else, but one thing is that I've noticed is if you spray things, they drink. If you spray things, they drink.
Message! Right.
And so we make it so we go through, because it's kind of the way that we have 500 animals here. We have 4 people taking care of it.
Right.
So that way we can know who's on, who's off. We have little whiteboards on each exhibit. You can write whatever you see. That's our day until about 12:30 or 1. Then we go to lunch for an hour. Then we do the rest of that again. We might go cut things down or browse or do enrichment stuff. And then we bring animals in if we need to. So like tonight it's gonna be below 50, so we'll bring the tortoises back inside. So we'll do that and then we wrap up. My job mainly is only reptiles, but if there's something to help with, like this week I helped with unloading lions.
Right.
I helped with, there was an ostrich procedure, I got to go help push an ostrich so they can get blood out of it. I'm in meetings a lot too, just because my job.
Right.
I worked here for 10, 12 years before I worked over here. So I've done elephants, I've done rhinos, I've done all of those things. So it makes it so when there's something like that and they need some help,
you're all for it.
I'm all for it. Show you how the exhibits are set up. So all of our exhibits are they're made by Myreef, which is an aquatic company, but we got these from, actually Justin has 4 of these that were missized. So, but like in here, like there's a water dragon and a choke gecko in here. We tried to have him with a whole bunch of different stuff.
That's so cool.
This is one of those things that like I had to use as a kid. It's like the only lizard my mom liked as a kid.
Right.
So when I could figure out a way to incorporate it in here, it's kind of nostalgic. But it's also, he's real showy. He's like a dinosaur. He's awesome. He's got a great temperament. He's good. We've tried to house him with a whole bunch of other stuff. Like these little Chinese crocodile lizards. But he tries to breed them.
And then something like this is getting sprayed and missed every single day?
Every day. So we also have these big water. We got a universal rock water bowl in here that we dump out more. But we also have drains in the bottom of these.
Right.
So every exhibit has a drain too. So we have gravel in the bottom, then we have all the bedding. We don't do the traditional ABM or Atlantic bio, whatever, the Atlanta mix. We started to get all that stuff and it was just a lot. We've actually figured out that for us, we also don't use soil for the most part. We use cocoa for everything.
Okay.
So we use cocoa fiber, like 2/3 and then 1/3 the cocoa block. And then we just add either magnolia or oak. And then we seed it with either with some sort of isopod or some sort of something else like that. We just found that with a lot of these things, if we have soil, as they move, they scratch the glass, change the bedding. When the leaves break down, we seasonally add leaves, and we take those and we use a product called Oxivir, which is like a disinfectant. We take the leaves, we spray that all down, then clean them, let them dry, then we use them, put them in there, and then that just breaks down, especially the oak leaves. The oak leaves break down so quick that just kind of seeds everything, and that turns into kind of the soil part of it.
How often do you catch yourself having to drain a bioactive system like this?
It depends on the one. Like those emeralds over there,
right.
We probably have to do those like at least once a week, if not more. Just because we spray till they stop drinking. So if we're doing whatever it is, if you're spraying something in here and they drink for 20 minutes, then you stand there and spray them for 20 minutes. You let them drink like that. I don't have any automatic misters because I feel like there's a laziness in it as far as like.
Well, you're relying on something that could go wrong at any point.
So we try to do it as easy and as simple as possible because that way they're not going to lie about it. They're not going to whatever else. So they are going to be able to do whatever it is that they're doing. They can see it. They can see it's working. They can see there's a lot of water coming out. They could, so we also have valves in the bottom. So if we want to flood something, we can close the valves and then we can flood it. This one here, we actually silicone in the bottom and that one has a filter in it. So that one's just wet water. We try to make it as simple as possible.
But I mean, it's really hard to make a bioactive system simple, like especially for the most common like private keeper, right? Because there's a lot of people out there who rather skip simple setups and just go bioactive because they feel like it's the right move. But I mean, you could clearly say that you are putting a lot more on your plate by trying to keep a chondro or an emerald in a bioactive setup with no experience, right?
Yeah, I think once you have it established, other than the spraying, it's easy. Like I would say it's almost easier because you're not going through breaking it down all the time.
Right.
But we do spend 3 hours spraying stuff in here. So I guess that is a lot of labor as far as I don't really think about it that way. Went through and then we're changing waters, we're doing all that kind of stuff. So everybody has their own cart with all the stuff they need, all their food. We have feed days.
It's hands-on though, you know. It's the kind of labor that makes you know the animal more, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, well my whole thing is just paying attention. I think none of this stuff is that hard as long as you pay attention. People try to make it harder than it has to be. And so if you're watching and you see what they do, you see they're going cool end, then you have it too hot. So make sure you have it, they're always in the hot end. So we try to do stuff like that and try to make it so we pay attention and just keep it as simple as possible so that way we succeed. My whole thing too is like, working for an AZA institution, there's a lot of rules. There's a lot of things for welfare assessments. There's all these things. And there's a lot of ways that you can set yourself up to fail if you don't do them. But if you make them simple and make them so you're doing them, then you don't fail, then you succeed.
Right.
So if we just make it so it's easy, it's not too hard, we don't make the exhibits too crazy. So that way people are skipping stuff, try to make it so it's easy for the animal, easy for the people, and then I think you just take better care of it.
What's behind us scratching? I hear scratching behind us.
CROC monitor over there. See, how old is she? 3 years old now? So she's a 3-year-old CROC monitor with 1 hour old zoo.
Look at that. Should bring it right here in the light.
Yeah. Can you answer that?
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, just I'm letting you know that we're submitting a sequence for Outback of Blue Tongue Skink. Okay, thank you.
Such a cool animal. You see how relaxed, and she's done all the work to make it so she's calm. She needs an inner hand. It's a good word.
Once you get them out, they know a lot of
Yeah, and the male we have, he's actually decent as long as you're feeding him. Just like while you're doing stuff, as long as he has like something to focus on, you can touch him. But he's nervous if not. So.
And these are already like all-around nervous animals. I mean,
Yeah, they definitely are reactive. So we try to, so she's been trying to walk around with her more and like kind of put her down on different things and watch the tail.
All right, so where are we about to go inside right now, Dennis?
We're gonna do Siamese crocodile.
Siamese crocodile.
She's over there. You can see her on that. You can see her right in front of that tree right over there. She's about, what do we measure not long ago? She's almost like 8 feet. Like 150 pounds.
Let's see her.
Look where that tree is right there, that tree. And look at that rock.
Oh, I see it. Oh my God.
So sick.
How big will these get, Dennis?
She's about as big as she can get. The male can get like another foot or so.
Oh, rabbits?
We tried to get it reticketed in the shed. And so we gave it to her, so sometimes I think everything go a little slower than you'd like it to.
Wow. Dude, she's big, bro.
That's a lot of crocodile. Not humongous, it's big enough.
So this
Expires in 2024.
So this is anti-venom refrigerator, basically.
Yeah.
And what temps do you need to keep the anti-venom at?
So we keep it just like refrigerator temps, like 36, but it comes not refrigerated. So I think we just keep it just to keep it longer, just in case. We also have some expired in there, just in case someone were to call and ask for any. That way we can keep what we need.
So Fiji iguana, you said,
Yep.
Dennis?
An adult male. It's a pretty lizard.
So, buddy? Check your eyes.
good at those nostrils.
There's some brand new babies on the other, maybe in the nursery, on the other side too.
Ooh, hi there.
Oh, your head's, can you see your head? There we go. So then, you got it?
Yep.
And this is a little bit older one, like a year older one.
Look how pretty you are.
It's kind of funny, we have one out there that started eating before this, that's way bigger. This one just took a long time to get started.
Wow. And these were both hatched here, or not hatched, but
Yeah.
released here.
We have 4 here that we've had born here. Right, we got this one. Yeah. So that was our original emerald for exhibit.
How many basins would you say you guys have here in total?
6. They have this white that comes, they change color as they go.
Yeah.
Is that all of them, or
Not all of them, but they just do it. Like it's, you'll see it and they just change. They're a super cool snake.
it's beautiful.
Again, you can come in here and they can be more brown, they can be more orange. They just change. They definitely fire up and fire down. They're super cool. Those are some, that's an unfortunate chondro there that someone tried to pop, I think. It's got all kinds of like weird kinkiness to it.
This one right here?
Yeah, so we've never put it on exhibit actually, just, but it came here in 2001.
Damn.
This one came in 2001 too.
2001. So these are all fucking 20 plus years old.
Yeah, we got,
So this is a frog lab, basically.
yeah, so we have those.
One of the most toxic frogs in the world, you said?
Yeah, so they say that of a wild frog, adult skin can kill 20 adult humans.
What? Just by touching it?
Yeah.
What would happen to you? Will you get sick, or
I
what?
mean, it's getting your bloodstream, but if you have some kind of a
Couple longhorns.
size of adult is not the same. But you can get the girls to make it all kinds of size. Like this is a 85 He's
Goes my grandpa, bro. Amazing. I like your show, buddy. I like your show. Year-old beast. Just enjoying a little bit of shade. Where your feet at? Here comes the other one. Hi. Dude, no way, bro. This is sick. Favorite bird on earth for sure. That's what could shred you to pieces right there. Those talons. Wow. All right, guys, thank you for the good memories. Keep it real.